just a regular Interloper character. But we have a goal. We need to go find a flare gun, take it to Desolation Point, fire the flare gun off, and initiate the rescue. Once we've done that, we need to take 50 liters of lantern fuel to the airfield in Forsaken Airfield, get to the chopper, and leave the 50 liters of fluid. Now, we're not going to be able to take it all in one go, because that's 50 liters of fluid. That's 50 kilos. So, we're going to be taking a couple trips to Forsaken Airfield to get it done. Beastie dope. Whatever it is you're taking, I want lots of it. Well, I'm feeling a little dopey. It's not dope, but I'm feeling a little dopey today. All right, let's get into it. We are currently in the in Mystery Lake. We are in the lookout tower here. I couldn't remember the name of it for a second. We're in the lookout tower. We're on day 12. We're on day 12. We have a heavy hammer. We have some fluid on us that we're taking with us. We've got our metal on us. We are ready to do a forge run. That is our goal right now, is to get to the forge, and get a forge run done. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm disappointing. I'm sorry. I'm disappointing you. But how are you this morning, Beastie? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the new week. Welcome to the new week. Get to the chopper. Gotta read more Stellaris Dev Diaries by... Oh, God. I watched your latest Stellaris video last night, Hadrian. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's what we're running out of, is food. Yeah, that's what we're running out of, is food. Yeah. We've got to go. We've got to get to Forsaken or Forlorn Muskeg and get some food. Harold is done. It's going to run for the rest of the month. Mostly enjoy. Catch you later. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. By the way, boys and girls, if you've not gone over and given Harold's a look, go over to Hadrian. Jesus Christ, I told you I was dopey. Can't even spell Hadrian. Go over to Hadrian's channel. Check it out. Check out the Toxoid series he has going on right now. It is really good. And his Dyson Sphere is awesome. His Long Dark is awesome. He's doing Escape the Darkwalker right now, which is super spooky and scary. Go check out all of Hadrian's awesome videos over on YouTube. And yeah, well, they are hard, especially when you're a little... I'm not doped up. I have a few meds in me. Let's just put it that way. I have a few meds in me that help keep the sinuses at bay. So go check out his stuff, boys and girls. It's awesome. And Hadrian is an awesome broadcaster as well. So much love. Go read some more Stellaris Dev Diaries, man. Go get them Dev Diaries going on. Okay, we have no other weapons on us. My hands are so busted, I'm just struggling to open a bag of chips. To you, a bag of chips. Oh, a bag of crisps. Oh, I know what crisps are. All right, bye. Bye, Hadrian. Love you, man. Good luck. I'll be doing some Dyson Sphere later on today. In about 3 hours, I'll be doing some Dyson Sphere, so... Wow, look at that sunrise. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Let's just take a moment. Take a moment. Put away our rock. Look at that sunrise. That's so gorgeous. That's a Hadrian moment right there. We're taking a picture. It's a Hadrian moment right there. Good morning, Farmer Marks. Hey man, how's it going? You have a favorite flavor? I like the spicy sweet chili Doritos. That's my go-to. If I can find them, that's what I choose to have. Unfortunately, spicy sweet chili Doritos only come in like the big bag. They don't come in like, you know, like individual portions anymore. They basically only have them in the big bag. They used to have them in the small ones, and I'd buy those all the time. I'd be like, oh, I want a bag of chips, a bag of crisps, I'll buy those. Now I have to be like, okay, I'm gonna go buy the big bag for like $5 or $6 or whatever. Oh, you still have the small ones in the UK? Lucky. Lucky. Yeah, they did away with those here. Wow, look at that. It's just getting even better. It's getting even better. Check it out with night. No, night vision doesn't really help. It's getting even better. Oh my god, that's so gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna go inside the. We're gonna go inside the camp office real quick and get warmed up. Actually, I might pop down and just grab a cattail or two here. Actually, I think I might just leave the cattails here. Just for later on. Oh. Yeah, my nose is like running like crazy this morning. It's like a leaky sieve. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a few cattails just to have a little bit. Just to have a little bit of food. Yeah, we haven't had the small bags of sweet chili Doritos or spicy sweet chili Doritos in a while here. We have all the other small bags. All the other ones come in smaller, smaller bags, but not those. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. They just want to annoy me, I guess. Alright, let's get inside. Get a little warmed up. It's a little cold out. It's a little bit cold out. Not gonna lie. How much wood do we have on us? Oh, we got 15, we got 4, we got a book. We got a newsprint. Okay, I got a few things I can drop. Got a few things I can drop here. Let's drop this book. Drop the newsprint. Actually, you know what? The newsprint we could turn into we could turn that into tinder plugs. So let's turn that into tinder plugs. My nose is also running like Hadrian from the Darkwalker. Hey, how's it going? You bring light in. Yeah, the Darkwalker's no joke, man. Darkwalker is no freaking joke. I'm actually going to be running that challenge here, and I'm going to be running it with no spray paint. I tried that once before and I died, and it was frustrating, so I was like, nope, not doing this again. But this time I'm going to run it with no spray paint until I get it, until I'm able to run the whole thing with no spray paint, which is going to be spooky, to say the least. Alright, let's drop a little bit of water here. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. Yeah, we did that last Halloween, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing it again. It was scary enough doing it once. Not having any, the only wards you can use are the ones that are the campfire. The campfire is the only break you get. And the only ward you can ever paint is the last one to dispel the Darkwalker. That's the rules. You can only use the wards that you find. You can't use any wards that you paint. So basically, you grab one can of spray paint, and that's for the very, very, very end of the game. And that's it. And then so there's some zones that are like super hard to get in and out of. I mean, Blackrock was so hard to get in and out of. I wanted to have such a lead on the Darkwalker at that point that it was just insane. The thing that I hope Hadrian's not here, is he? Is Hadrian gone? I hope Hadrian's gone, because I don't want to give it. Okay, he's not in chat. So the way the Darkwalker works. The way the Darkwalker works is that well, the Darkwalker and the Fog move in real time. They do not move in game time. So you can pass 10 hours in game, like you could sleep for 10 hours in game, and the Darkwalker will only move a little bit because he's moving in real time towards you. He's chasing you in real time. And the Fog comes in on the zone in real time as well. So you can sleep for 10 hours in a zone and only have the fog increase a couple of percentages. Because it's increasing in real time. In some zones that are bigger, the fog increases slower, and some zones that are smaller, the fog gets ramped up really quick because you're not intended to stay there very long. So you can take advantage of that. But the Dark Walker is always coming, and the thing is that without the wards, he's always coming towards you. And he comes in a straight line. He does not care. He does not care about zone lines. He does not care about hills, ropes, nothing like that. He's just coming in a straight line right towards you. So if you can get far enough ahead of the Dark Walker, the only thing you have to worry about is if you double back, you may run into him, and now you're closing the distance between you and him. So the ultimate is if you can get ahead of the Dark Walker and then circle around, he'll keep following you. But if you get a good enough lead on him, you don't have to worry about it as much. That's the real goal, is to get that lead on the Dark Walker. But it's hard to do. I think the Dark Walker on my last one caught me in, I think he caught up with me in Hutch River Valley. Is it good to start in a zone with only one entrance or exit point? Probably not. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess it is good to start in either Black Rock or Hutch River Valley, because then you can, because there's always a, I see what you're saying, because there's always a, you get a leeway of like 15 minutes, I think, at the beginning before the Dark Walker starts stalking you. So, and that's 15 minutes of real time. So if you can get in, get to the fire and get out of that zone before the Dark Walker spawns, then you don't have to backtrack on it. Yes, that is true. I didn't even think about that, but yes. Yes, if you can get that spawn, that is a great one to get. But I'll be doing a completely random spawn in Dark Walker. So I don't know where I'm going to spawn in it. All right, let's get these cattails here. Get the cattails. I'm gonna put the torch out. Don't need it at the moment. So I see what you're saying. You bring light in. Yeah, starting in like Hutch River Valley or Black Rock is great. Desolation Point is the biggest one that's hardest. The hardest one to get out of is Black Rock, or not Black Rock. Broken Railroad. I keep saying Black Rock, but it's Broken Railroad. The hardest one to get in and out of is Broken Railroad, because there's one way in, one way out, and it's a very long, narrow corridor. There's not a lot of room to jockey around in that area. So Broken Railroad is probably the toughest one to maneuver in late in the game, because he's going to be behind you as you go in. He's not going to spawn in front of you, and so he's going to be coming from the entrance there, and you're going to have to like run. You might want to even keep a stim so you can just run right by him and try to get away from him. I think that's what I had to do last time, was run away from him like that. And it was scary as crap. He got very close to me, and and the closer he gets to you, he starts doing damage to you, and it's not fun. Not fun at all. So yeah, I'd rather tackle Broken Railroad early if I could, or even start in that zone, but usually you don't get a start in Black Rock. Or in Broken Railroad. God damn it, I keep saying Black Rock. You don't get a start in Broken Railroad, usually. I've got Black Rock on the brain. I don't know why. And I don't know why. But yeah, Dark Walker should be an interesting one. should be interesting. I think on our Hunted Part 1 challenge, we are currently, I think, just topped over 65 days. I think we topped over 60 days in the current run. We've been attacked now 9 times by the old bear. Speaking of bears, there's a bear right there. So we're doing pretty good in the Hunted Part 1. We won't be doing Hunted Part 2. There's nothing you can really do with the Hunted Part 2 challenge. It doesn't really lend itself. The Hunted Part 2, honestly, to me, is a little bit wah wah wah. There's just not much to the Hunted Part 2. They build the Hunted Part 2 as like a 5-axe challenge, and it's like a 2. It's like a 2, maybe a 3 at most. There's really no danger to it at all, unless you just suck with the gun and you can't aim. If you can't aim with the gun, it's really scary, but if you can aim with the gun, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, the Hunted Part 2 didn't really have a lot of challenge to it. It was like run around after the bear. Really? Seriously? Run around after the bear with the gun. And shoot at him once in a while. And that was about the whole challenge. I expected more with Part 2 when Hadrian played it. Yeah, I had a feeling. I mean, I sort of knew how the challenge went, so he could have probably finished that challenge in 1 episode, Laka. Because it's not that long of a challenge. If you just ignore everything. I think with Darkwalker, the thing that Hadrian is, he'll pick up on it after a while. But the thing with the Darkwalker challenge is that there's enough stuff at all of the campfires that you don't need to loot anything. You don't need to loot any houses or anything like that. Really? Really?
Starving.
Excuse me, Mr. Wolf? Wow. Wow. Okay. Jeez Louise, man. Get out of here. Get out of here, you nasty wolf. I used some oil there. I had no choice, though. I needed to. Is there much coffee? There, you don't need coffee. That's the thing. You don't need coffee. You can, if you get to a warded fire, just sleep for 10 hours. Yes, the ward will be gone when you wake up, but it doesn't matter because the Darkwalker won't have moved when you're in a ward. In Darkwalker, when you're in a ward, the Darkwalker just stops. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't know where you are. He just sits there and does nothing. He basically takes a break with you. Now, when the ward goes away, he will start moving, but remember, he moves in real time. So when the ward goes down, he starts moving towards you, but he's moving in real time. And how long does it take to sleep? 5 more hours, because the ward will last 4 to 5 hours. That's around a campfire. And if you sleep for 10 hours at the campfire, you'll be fully rested. And the Darkwalker will move a little bit of the ways towards you, but he won't have moved very far. So you just sleep at campfires. That's the strategy. Sleep at campfires and don't let it stress you out too much. Let's see. What do we have? I'm going to leave the oil here because this is our way over to the Forsaken Airfield. So I'm going to leave the oil here. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a couple reclaimed woods on here and 1 coal. And I'm going to break this down. There we go. I'm going to drop that here. And drop that here. There's 4.5 liters that we got right here at the train already. Nice. Drop that here. I'm going to catch a couple hours of sleep while we do this. Let's pump this up to an hour real quick. 2 hours, there we go. And then we'll catch a little snooze real quick, because we are tired. So yeah, the coffee is not really... It's not really... I didn't find it to be that important in that challenge. Getting to the campfires is the main goal. Getting to the campfires is the main thing you want to do. And if you get to the campfires, you're going to find enough resources and things. Oh, there we go. There's that little stash right there. You're going to find enough resources and stuff at the campfire to keep you going. And then you can just sleep at the campfire. And you'll be good to go. Hey, Red 5. How you doing, buddy? How's it going? Oh, my goodness. How you doing, Red 5? Please go give Red 5 a follow, boys and girls. Right up there, you'll see him.
It's right here.
It's right there. It is.
Oh, 74% cured. All right, we gotta wait for that. Feathers. Yeah, I got feathers on me.
There he is. Go check out Red 5, boys and girls. Awesome,
feathers,
awesome streamer. Great member of the community. And an all-around good guy.
So I think I'm in pretty good shape. All right, let's go.
And a member of our stream team as well. So go check him out sometime. He is a really awesome broadcaster. And like I said, just a really nice all-around dude. Mr. Wolfie, I don't want anything to do with you, okay? Go away. Go away. Come again another day. We are making a forge run right now. Look at that. With our torch, we're actually at +5 out right now. And then look, we got cabin fever. We got 64% cabin fever right now, too. 64% cabin fever. That's a lot of cabin fever, boys and girls. But yes, we're still doing our get to the choppa challenge. We're actually doing our forge run right now. We got our forge run going on. We've got some birch and maple curing back at the Carter Hydro Dam. We've got a whole bunch of metal on us right now, which is great. Love having all the metal on me. I'm a bit of a metalhead, so that's always good. I was telling Chad earlier, I'm a little doped up today. I took my meds. I took my allergy meds and my sinus meds because yesterday I had the worst sinus headache I've had in like, I don't know, forever. So I took my meds and I'm feeling a lot better today, but I'm a little punchy. I was planning on going out and driving some DoorDash tonight, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see what happens. I have to see if I'm up to driving at that point. I mean, I've got like, 9 hours before that's gonna happen, so maybe I'll come down a little bit. But I don't know if I should be I don't know if I should be behind a steering wheel at the moment. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, well, that's one reason I love this forge, Fire Monkey Rob. I love going to the forge here in Desolation Point because it is outdoors, and it gives me the opportunity to shake the cabin fever, which you can't do in Desolation Point or in Broken Railroad. Both of those places, the cabin fever will get you because you're indoors. God, I am so tired. What's our weight? 40? Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'll give it a little time. Did pretty good this weekend. I think I drove like made a couple $100 this weekend in DoorDash. Wasn't too bad. On, you know, just a couple of days, so wasn't too bad. I like DoorDash. It's fun. It's nice. It's nice to be by yourself driving. You just deliver some food out. Got good smells in your car for the most part. It's funny. I had somebody ask me, "Doesn't it make you hungry?" And I'm like, "Not really. Not really." Hey, Cass, how you doing? Hello, CX Miller. How's it going? How's it going? Hope you're having a great day. Hope life is treating you well and things are going good. Oh, the bear's over there. I was like, where's the bear at? I'm going heavy and tired. Just woke up, so not sure yet. Yeah, I woke up this morning down a few more of my meds, and I'm feeling pretty fly right now. But I still got a little bit. I had a really bad sinus headache yesterday, so I'm still getting over that a little bit, but it's better today. It's a lot better today, so. Oh, there's Wolfie boy. There's Wolfie. Wolfie boy. Yeah, well, the weather kind of took a turn here as far as like it got really humid and really wet. And that always does it to me. Hey, Valor, how's it going, bud? That always does it to me. To varying degrees. Springtime's the worst. And it's usually not bad because usually I'm like kind of taking. Usually I'm kind of on those meds, kind of on a microdose during the springtime and the fall, so I kind of regulate it. But this is kind of early for it to hit like this, and so I wasn't prepared because I don't really, in the winter and summer, I don't like taking meds to begin with, and so during the winter and the summer, I don't really take my allergy meds and stuff as much because it's like not bad. Usually there's not a lot of pollen in the air, there's not a lot of humidity and moisture changes going on. But this kind of came out of the blue. Kind of came out as the blue. But that's okay, you know. What's life without a little excitement sometimes? My last torch, I'm pretty sure. I got a couple more torches, okay. Oh. I hear that bear over there. That bear keeps going, "Hey, Atheenon, I want to come see you." And I'm like, "No. I don't want to see you." I'm gonna grab all these cattails on the way over because we have like no food at all right now. We have no food at all at the moment, except for cattails. I'm pretty sure. Oh, we have a candy bar. We've got a candy bar, boys and girls. Take your sinus headaches from my migraines. They suck. They both suck. They both suck, Cass. I don't get migraines very often, but they suck too. Am I expecting our next game to be streamed, or are we waiting a little bit more? Well, I wanted to sort of discuss that off stream, but I wanted to sort of discuss that with you, Valor, and see what your thoughts were. see if you wanted to start doing that in April or what you wanted to do. But yeah, I was gonna see if others were. I don't want to do it, Valor, if others are not comfortable with it. So, and I was almost thinking of starting in April because this weekend I'll be fine. Next weekend I'm out of town, or well, I'm at the game convention. So, I didn't know how that was going to work out. So. So with me being out of town for a week, I didn't know if that was going to work or not. Because I'd hate to start doing it and then be out of town and then try, I'd almost rather start it when we can sort of have it on, on that day, on Friday, and have it going forward on every Friday. So, if that makes sense. I just rambled there for a bit. But good morning, everybody. How you doing today? We've got some Long Dark this morning for about 3 hours, then we're gonna do some Dyson Sphere, then we got some Hogwarts tonight. So fun, fun, fun. I'm a little stuffy. I'm sorry if I'm sniffling here once in a while. I'm a little bit on the stuffy side. Due to me sinuses. And let's see, tomorrow is a very fun day too. Tomorrow we got, let's see, what do we got tomorrow morning? State of Decay 2 in the morning, followed by some, I don't know why it says Hogwarts, it's supposed to be Planet Crafter. Planet Crafter's tomorrow afternoon. I don't know why it says Hogwarts on there, that's weird. It's supposed to be Planet Crafter. But we got State of Decay 2, then some Planet Crafters, then the Long Dark Challenge tomorrow. So that's going to be fun as well. I've been having a lot of fun with Planet Crafter. A lot of fun with Planet Crafter. I love that game. That game is amazing. All right, let's get a fire started here. Let's just use our torch and one of the cedars. And then, of course, Wednesday we got our Stream Loots edition Long Dark. Thursday, we got Long Dark. Then we have our sponsored stream on Thursday. And then we have Long Dark in the evening as well. So we have a sponsored stream squished in between. I hope you guys can show up for that. It's a game where all you have to do is not even buy the game. All you have to do is play the game through the tutorial, and it helps with the sponsorship. And so we'll be doing that. Medieval Dynasty versus Long Dark. What's your preference and why? Well, I like... It's like comparing apples to oranges, honestly, because Long Dark and Medieval Dynasty are two completely different games. Two completely different games with completely different things that you do in them. I mean, I'd say if I had to choose one to play forever, I'd choose the Long Dark. Medieval Dynasty is a great game, don't get me wrong, but if I had to choose one to play forever, I'd choose the Long Dark. But the Long Dark is just, it's more of a open world survival. Medieval Dynasty has some of that, but, I can definitely see where Medieval Dynasty would get, I don't know. But, yeah, I'd rather play Long Dark, let's just put it that way.
Well, my friend, you have my entire okay with any time you want to start. And to be true, with your new zone approaching, Tomb Level 2, it can be a nice start to stream, I will say.
Okay, well, if you feel that's a good place, that would be a good place to start. I'm down for it. Well, I will talk to the other people in the group. Make sure that they are okay. Make sure they're okay with us doing that. Because I wouldn't want to do it, you know, without their permission as well.
I'm getting tired.
But I'll make sure that they're okay with us streaming it. I hear an aurora. That is bad news for me. That is very bad news. That means the wolves won't be afraid of my torch. What's up next with Long Dark from the devs? So on the 15th, well, it should have already been, let's see, is this the 15th now? No, in 2 days, they're coming out with the console update for Tales from the Far Territory. And then end of the month, Faces, they're coming out with the, on the 30th, they're coming out with the second part for Tales from the Far Territory. The second part of it should be coming out end of the month. And with a whole bunch of new features and everything like that, you can go read about it in the dev diary. And catch all the good news. Hey, Palehide, how you doing? Hello, hello. So yeah, I'm so excited. I am super stoked. It can't come out quick enough, you know? I really want to see what they add into Tales from the Far Territory. I really, truly do. A walrus? I don't think so. See, I think Irish Cowboy that with the new update, since they're getting all the stuff updated, the consoles, the Mac, and everything, I think that they will be updating all of it at the end of the month. Yes, the DLC. Yeah, the game convention's the last weekend of the month. The game convention is only the 23rd through the 26th, so I'll be back in time for the update, because that's happening on the 30th. So I'm pretty sure. So Irish Cowboy, I'm pretty sure they're gonna update it all at the same time. I can't say that for certainty, but I'm pretty sure they probably will. I don't see why they wouldn't. Let's just put it that way. I don't see why they wouldn't do it. Hey, Chunky's back. Hey, Chunky, how's it going, bud? He's shaking his little sexy tail. Like, hey, Atheenon, how you doing? How's it going, bud? What kind of nuts did you put out here for me?
Getting too heavy to carry.
I put all the good nuts out there for you, bud. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't though, Irish Cowboy. It's like, I think it would be a bad move on their part if they didn't get everybody on the same page, you know, like they need everybody on the same page getting the update at the same time. And I'm hoping that they don't do it PC, Mac, console every single time. That's just going to piss people off.
Come on, little fire.
Now, they may not have a choice. I don't know how stuff gets programmed. I don't know how it gets, you know, prepared for live release and all that. So I don't know if they'll have a choice in that or not. I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping that it gets taken care of. Well, I mean, I play it on PC, so I figure I get first shot anyway. This will be for Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, Epic Game Store versions. Well, there we go. So they are saying it's going to be for all those. Well, that's good. That's good news. I like to hear that. I don't play DayZ because it's a PvP game. I'm not big into the games of PvP stuff. If it was all PvE, I wouldn't care. But I'm not real big into PvP games. It doesn't appeal to me at all. They just don't appeal. There's too much. I played DayZ a couple of times, Faces, and it looks like a really good game, but just the PvP aspect of it makes me just kind of not gravitate towards it. But I've never been a PvP person, so I never played EverQuest with PvP. It never was my bag. It's not my bag, baby. Yeah. All right, let's get some sleep and get up and forge some crap. There we go. I played DayZ a couple of times with Doppelgamer, and I was shocked and horrified at Doppelgamer just outright just killing a couple of guys. He's like, yeah, those guys look like they were gonna do something to us, and I'm sure he probably was right. It still shocked me. I was like, dude, those guys were helping us. They were like helping us out. They were like our buds. Why did you do that? It's like, oh, I'm sure they were gonna kill us. I'm like, well, but they didn't make any move on us, so why'd you do that? Now they're more likely to kill us in the future. It shocked me. I was shocked, I tell you, shocked. I didn't know. I was not expecting it. Let's just put it that way. I was not expecting the ferocity with which people seem to like help you and then you turn on them. I was like, really? Really? We're doing this right now? We're like, okay. Hey, some trail boots. Funny thing is, Doppelgamer he's British. He's British, and he was shoot first, ask questions second.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
49, and then about 32, 33. I know, I was 35, 49, 35. Yeah, DayZ just was not my bag. Hey, we got some maple syrup. Nice. And I would also shoot first and be like, hey, we'll take their stuff now. Hey, now that's not very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Then all the rest we can put in is there. There we go. All right, perfect. Drink down some soya. Eat down some cattails. Let's break down these torches. All right, boys and girls, time to forge up our knife, our hatchet, and our arrowheads. And we got a lot of metal on us now. Got lots and lots of metal. I'm going to get all these into sticks real quick. All right, so we got 21 pieces of metal. Nice. Nice. Let's drink some water first. We got a lot of forging to do. Lots of forging to do. All right. 157. Perfect. Let's make our knife first. And then we'll make our hatchet. Oops, I need a drink first. Got a drink between them. It was super nice in Red Dead Online when you found the rare soul in Red Dead that was helpful and didn't mess with you for no reason. Yeah, well, I mean, I would be that person. I don't know. Maybe I'm just of a different generation. I don't play video games just to troll people, and I don't understand that mindset. And I'm not bashing anybody for having it. I just don't understand it. I play games to help people. I mean, I was always like the most helpful person in in like when I was playing EverQuest. People would be like, "Hey, will you come over and help on this quest?" I'd be like, "Sure, why not? Sure, why not? I'll come over and give you a hand and just hang out with you and have fun and help you try to get whatever piece of armor or whatever it is you're trying to get. I'm not going to get anything out of it, but I don't care. I'm there for the experience. I'm there for the fun." And it seems these days that people get their jollies off of just trolling people online, which just isn't my thing. Never has been.
Feels like night is coming.
Never has been. So I'm just like, whatevs. But, you know, everybody's got to do their thing, I guess. I just never understood that mindset, I guess, so. It's not me. It's not in my personality. It's not cooked into my personality. I mean, you know, I loved, when I was playing some, like, PUBG, I mean, it was kind of fun to do it with a group of friends or whatever.
This much gear.
But I never looked at it as trolly. It's like, hey, they're trying to kill me. I'm trying to kill them. So, you know, we'll go at each other. We'll go at each other hard. But I never got to the point where it was like trolling anybody. And I was never that good at that. I was never that good at PUBG anyway. So it's hard to troll when you're never good at something. When you're not good at it, you can't really troll anyway, but... We're gonna make up as many arrowheads as we possibly can. How much more metal do I got? I got 3 more pieces of metal. Okay, cool. Cool. We're gonna be able to get a bunch of arrowheads done. Let's make some more water. We got 11 liters of water. Well, and I think also, Cass, it's different if it's with your friends. When you're doing it with your friends, you and your friends troll each other all the time. Nobody gave me more crap than my friends. But that's my friends. They're allowed to do that. Because you do it in return. They're allowed to do that. And your friends know the line as well. Your friends know when enough is enough. And so you let them, you know, that's something that is, you know, done between friends, and it's pretty equitable all the way across, because everybody, you know, agrees, okay, well, this is the line that we aren't going to cross. But when it's total strangers just doing it to you, that's just, I don't know. I don't know how much XP you need to level up, but I gave you enough to leveling up to 2. For your brave act with the goblin, had to be prepared for tomb level. For your brave act with the goblin, and to be prepared for tomb level 2. Well, I'm level 2 already. I'm level 2 already. So I guess you can tell me about that next time. I've said that you never played that with Hadrian when he was big into it. Feel like him introducing you to the experience would have been great. Y'all would have had a blast. What? Playing what? Oh, Red Dead Online? Yeah, he tried to talk me into Red Dead Online a couple of times. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. And then I played a little bit with Cass and Argo's Roar. And it was fun. Me and Gameslift and Cass played it a little bit.
Looks like I made it through another night.
And it was fun. I don't know. Those just, for me, it's hard. I enjoy those kind of games. Personally, I enjoy those kind of games playing them. I don't enjoy streaming them. Because when I stream them, even when I'm streaming a group game, basically chat just gets ignored for the most part. I can't multitask like that. I try my hardest to, but I can't. My focus, I get so drawn into one thing that I I can't focus on the multiples. The multiple things are just hard to focus on all the stuff that's going on. Especially when there's other people talking and stuff, you know, and you're playing with them and they're trying to get your attention and chat's trying to get your attention and, you know, there's so much going on. It's hard to keep track of it all, I guess. At least it is for me. I know some people do it very well. I do it very poorly. Even on stream team nights, I mainly am listening to the other people on the stream team, and I don't really listen. I don't really look at chat a lot, and that for me is the funnest part of streaming. See, that's the thing. For me, you all are the best part of streaming for me. Talking to you guys, having fun with you, just chilling out, and that sort of stuff. Oh, I troll people too, Beastie. When you got, for any of you, for those of you who played EverQuest, you know what it means when you get trained at the exit in Karnor's castle. You know what it means. And when that would happen, it was game on, man. It was game on. You train me at a zone line, you train me at the exit to Karnor's castle, and you don't say a goddamn thing about it. You don't call it out saying, "Hey, I'm bringing a train to the exit or something." You don't say that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna troll your butt. I'm just saying. It's good. It's going down. It's going down. So. Games is very high energy. That is true. Games is very high energy. I'm just saying, for me, Cass, I feel it's almost a personal thing. Even if chat doesn't mind me ignoring them a little bit when I'm in that situation, I personally feel bad about it. I personally don't like it myself. And after the stream is done, I personally feel bad that I ignored chat, that I didn't talk to chat, that I didn't interact with them as much as I should. And that makes me feel bad. And I don't like that feeling. I want to feel good. I want to feel good about streaming. I want to feel, you know, like I want to do it again, you know? And the kind of feeling that brings on in me is not a good one. So that's another reason I don't play a lot of group games online or on stream. I do some, I just said do. I do some, and I will do more, but, in small, you know, doses. And that's why usually when I'm doing a group game, I try to explain right off the bat, hey, I'm doing a group game tonight, just to let you know I'm not ignoring you in chat. If I don't see your message, spam it back in chat. I don't care. I'm not gonna ban you for doing that unless it's a rude message or something. But if I miss your message, just let me know again, and I'll try to catch you. And you know, and when Honora is in chat, Honora is really super helpful because she'll actually highlight chats and say, "Hey, so and so asked this, and you missed it." She's like my fairy godmother when she's in chat. So, that's very helpful as well. But in my own personal life, I loved group games. For me, that was the social aspect of that is just so much fun. Where is she, by the way? She's not been feeling real good lately, Cass. I don't know exactly, but she's not. She came in yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before yesterday, on Saturday, and then she took off for a little bit in the afternoon, or you know, late morning, early afternoon, because she just wasn't feeling really good during the YouTube part of the stream. She wasn't feeling real good, so I don't know what's going on with her. I hope she's okay. Well, you're sending her your hugs right now. You're doing it right now. You know, Faces, I try to juggle as much as I can, but sometimes it gets too much. Sometimes it gets to be a little too much. I was hoping there was maybe a maple over here, but I don't see one. A couple more cattails, though. I need to get a new torch. New torch time! Oh, the squirrel's back. He's like, it's freaking wet and rainy out here, Atheenon, and I don't like it one goddamn bit. That's what he said. That's what he said. The squirrel said, God damn it, it's wet and rainy. Oh, here's what he said.
Atheenon, it's very wet and rainy out here, and I don't like it one bit. Gosh dang it. It's wet and rainy, and I don't like it one bit. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, he doesn't like it one bit. God damn it. No, Wolfie. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I didn't know you could speak, squirrel. Squeaky, squeaky, squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaker. Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaking. Squeaky, squeak, squeaker, squeaketh, squeaker.
I took a squirrel in school. Yes. Is that a Kronk reference, Beastie? Heck yeah. Love the Emperor's New Groove. The Emperor's New Groove. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my faves. I love the Emperor's New Groove. Taking Kronk lessons, exactly. I love Emperor's New Groove. That is such a great movie. Put your hands in the air, Yzma. That wolf is stuck. That wolf can't move from there. He's one of the broken wolves in the game right now, J-Car. Love it, so good. Pull the lever, Kronk. I don't know, Yzma. Seems like it might not be the good thing to do. Yeah, that movie, The Emperor's New Groove, was so well done. That movie was so well done. It was so good. You know something else? I never liked her spinach puffs. Never! Oh, yeah. Gosh, I gotta go back and watch The Emperor's New Groove again. I'll have to go find my DVD since you can't find anywhere but on Disney Plus now, and I don't have Disney Plus, so. So I'm gonna have to go pull out my DVD or my VHS of that movie. It's one of the few that I've actually kept. Figured we grab all the cattails here. We need them because we gotta go head back. We have to head back to the Carter Hydro Dam, where hopefully we'll have maple and birch cured at this point, and a few deer hides, and a few rabbit hides, and then we can make up a bow and arrow and go hunt things in the ravine. It'll be great. Yeah, I can't quite. It's been an age. I recognize the quotes, Beastie, but it's been an age since I've seen Emperor's New Groove. I mean, a long time. Don't mess with the groove. The groove! The groove! Who did the voice for the Emperor? Was that David Spade? I think it was David Spade who did the voice for the Emperor, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. Or I might be wrong. I might be wrong. It might not have been David Spade. Oh, it was David Spade. Okay. He was pretty funny back then. God dang, that squirrel just keeps, like, hopping over, hopping back, hopping over, hopping back. And he's back again. He's back for round 3. He must be like a nervous Nelly. He thinks something's gonna happen to him on the porch or something. I don't know. Now sometimes there'll be matches here at the High Blind. I haven't found any recently, but sometimes there was... Oh, yep, they're right there. The invisible matches, boys and girls. Look at that. Invisible matches right there. It's the invisible matches. You gotta look around a little bit. Oh, and there's a hacksaw here. Look at that.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Well, the good news is it's nice and warm out. I mean, that's the good news, right? There we go. Boom. Oh, making your way back from the forge is always a fun experience, isn't it? You never, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I said 3 adverts, so I completely missed what you asked. Something about David Spade. David Spade. I was asking about who did the Emperor, and David Spade was the answer. I thought it was David Spade, but I wasn't 100% sure it was David Spade, Beastie. I wasn't 100% sure it was David. I was pretty sure, but not 100% sure. And it was. I was right. It was the David of the Spades. It was Mr. Spade. Do. Has he done much work recently? Nah, I don't know. I don't know if David Spade's done a lot. I don't know. I know David Spade had some issues with substances and stuff. So I know he had some issues there for a little while, but I don't know if he's done any work recently or not, to be honest. I really honestly don't know. Wow, I even left behind. Wow, I have 49 catch-ups. I even left behind the hammer. Oh, I got a bunch of books on me now. That's probably why I'm so damn heavy. Why am I so heavy? Oh, I got a bunch of books. And I got a bunch of sticks. Now I got 10 sticks. I got that, and 10 coals, so... I'll learn to live with my heaviness. As I pick up another stick. And another stick. And another stick. And I'm super tired, yes. And I'm super tired. And tired. I'm gonna do something I usually don't do. Oh, the game won't let me do it. Okay, there we go. I usually don't do this. I usually do not do this. This is a risky venture, boys and girls. Risky venture. Oh, plus I have 6 liters of water on me, which probably doesn't help my weight a whole lot either. The good news is we're not like super low on health, so we can kind of just chill here. We can sleep a few hours at a time. If the weather gets really bad, we could always just get up and go.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Yeah, we aren't bad on health at all. Our health is stupendous, actually. I am going to snag this cedar while I can. Just in case we need to make a fire later. And I'm going to grab these old man beard. Okay, I was going to sleep, and then I'm like, oh, well, I'll grab this, and I'll get this, and I'll get this, and I'll get this. Oh, by the way, let's get this. Okay, now we're ready. Now we're ready to rest. Okay. Now we're ready to rest. Okay, so I'm gonna sleep now because now is gonna be the now. This is now. This is now. What happened to then? We just missed it. When? Just now. Let's sleep for like 3 hours. Whew. If it wasn't early Interloper, I probably wouldn't be trying this. Early Interloper, you can sometimes get away with this. Just because early Interloper tends to be a little more forgiving on the weather. The weather hasn't gotten to that point where it's super cold out all the time. Now later in the game, if you have a bearskin bedroll, you can do this no problem. Bearskin bedroll in a snow shelter without a blizzard, a bearskin bedroll and a snow shelter will pretty much carry you through the night no matter what. So later on, when you have that bearskin bedroll, yeah, it's not a problem at all. It's no problem at all. But early game, you can usually get away with it with a regular bedroll. What's our bedroll condition? Oh, it's 98%. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I have another lantern here. Need to break that down. I'm not using lanterns this run. I'm using the oil from them. There we go. Got us a little more oil. Got my 26. Oh, I do not need that. Oh, I got 2 pry bars too. No wonder I'm freaking heavy. I was like, why am I so damn heavy? I've got an extra torch that's in really bad shape. Oh yeah, I now have an extra. I have an extra hacksaw too. All right, this is where it could get a little weird, because you see how it's getting colder. So I'm just gonna sleep for 2 hours, because we're still warm in our bedroll, but it's getting colder outside. Because in the morning it's always the coldest. In the evening it's the warmest. In the morning it's always the coldest. So right now it's getting to the coldest, but it's not. There's no blizzard, so we may start to get a little cold in our sleep, but hopefully it won't be too bad. He's actually done a lot of work recently. Got his own chat show in 2019, 2018. Started his own movie called Warning Shot. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. I did not know that, Beastie. Hey, nice skunk. How you doing? How's it going?
I'll do anything for a drink right now.
I know you would, darling, but we're gonna get this going on first. Oh, that squirrel's just grabbing nuts and then he's bailing. Oh God, did he make it? Oh God. I think that squirrel had a problem. I don't think he fell. I think he just like maybe missed the branch he was aiming for. My back porch is a second-story back porch, and there's a tree behind my place. And to get onto the balcony of my porch, the squirrels get on this branch that then bends down and lets them get on my rail. Well, the problem is once they get off that branch, it springs back up. So to get back off my porch, they have to take a leap of faith and grab onto the tree that's across the way, and that's how they get off the porch. Which can be kind of hilarious sometimes, because they literally are like just scrabbling to grab a hold of the branch. And it's pretty funny to watch sometimes. Hey, Grand Laz, how's it going? Hello. How you doing? How you doing, good buddy? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome on into the stream, my friend. We just got done with our forge run. Now, the reason I'm carrying this unlit torch out, boys and girls, is that if I hit this on accident, I now have the fire striker, so it protects me from auto lighting the torch, which is what you don't want to do. Early game, if all you have is matches, you don't want to ever carry your torch out, because you could go to click and pick something up, and the torch will accidentally start lighting, which is never a good thing. Never ever a good thing. So you don't want it to do that. So you definitely don't want to carry an unlit torch in your hand before you get like the fire striker or something. If you're gonna carry a torch early game, just carry it lit. Just carry it lit. Don't mess around carrying it unlit. I can get away with it now because I have the protection of that fire striker. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that early. Those squirrels are freaking hilarious. This one squirrel's made like 8 trips to my porch this morning. He'll come over, he'll pick out like 2 or 3 nuts that he wants, and then he just bails. And he's just like, I'm out of here, and then he runs away. And then he comes back, grabs a couple more nuts, and then bails. Like, dude, you could just like stay and eat them. Nobody's gonna get you, okay? Nobody's gonna run out and hurt you.
I've never felt so cold.
He's a scaredy squirrel. Scaredy squirrel. This challenge, Nice Skunk, is pretty easy as far as like the rules go. The rules are there are no rules. Now the rules are there's an actual snow shelter right here. The rules are there are no rules. Now, the rules are that we gotta find that flare gun, which I haven't found yet. Really, dude? Really? You're gonna come at me like that. Oh, I found a wool toque here. What the?
Nobody needs this anymore.
I found a wool toque. So the rules are we find that flare gun, we have to then travel to Desolation Point, fire it off. That signals the rescue people to come get me in Forsaken Airfield. Oh, jeez! Oh, good God! I didn't know failing that was gonna do that, you little bastard. Good Lord. That was interesting. I'm not bleeding or nothing, am I? That was Pandasaurus's fault. Rex is like, what did I do? So we get the flare gun, we travel to Desolation Point, fire it off, that signals the chopper to come get us in Forsaken Airfield. Then we have to schlep the fuel over to Forsaken Airfield. And we gotta get 50 liters of fluid over there, which is a lot. We have about 4.5 at the train, the derailed train here in Forlorn Muskeg. That's ready to go. But we gotta find more, so there we go. Okay. Jeez Louise, that guy wrecked my face. That guy wrecked my face hard. And probably wrecked my clothing, too. Actually, no, it didn't do a lot to my clothing. That is frozen. I'm gonna drop that by the fire here. That is frozen. Frozen. You don't have to put out the red light. Frozen. You don't have to put out the red light. Frozen. I have a lot of teas to cook up. What's our cooking skill at? Cooking skill's into 2. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm just gonna drink down some birch bark teas because why not? Get that nice bonus there, baby. Oh, I would never truly blame you, Pandasaurus. I would never truly blame you. By the way, Pandasaurus, Valor was in earlier asking about us streaming the Friday session I'm going to be checking with everybody and making sure that that's okay. I need to set up a whole... I need to work this Wednesday on setting up like a stream overlay for it and getting it all ready to go. But I just wanted to get everybody's permission before I did that, because I don't want to do it if people are uncomfortable with that being streamed. And you know, if you wanted to stream it as well, of course you are more than welcome to do that. I just didn't want to spring that on anybody and have them feel uncomfortable about it. So, just kind of asking you if that is okay with you. I'm sure with games it'll be fine. I still need to check with Hawkeye and Alicia as well and see if that's okay with both of them. But I figured since you're here, I might as well ask you now and see if that would be okay if I went ahead and put that up as a live stream on Friday.
Very much more.
Well, we're getting some good tea cooking done. Yeah, baby, let's get them teas going on. Going on till the break of dawn, baby. Surprised that wolf didn't do much damage to, well, he was a health wolf. He didn't, you notice how that wolf didn't really damage my clothing, or very minimal. And he didn't really damage my, because he didn't really hit, I mean, my clothing barely took any damage at all. He didn't really damage my clothing. He didn't make me bleed even. He just knocked my health for a loop. Knocked me down to Chinatown there. So I'll be sending out a message to everybody in the chat, Pandasaurus Rex, probably on Wednesday. Because that's when I'll be working on everything, because Wednesday's sort of my get S done day. Yeah, I mean, we can give it a go. I think if we're gonna stream it using cams would be better, or else it gets difficult for viewers to tell who's talking and what is not and whatnot. Well, you can actually put it up on. You can actually put Discord up. You can have Discord with the little icons. You know when you're in Discord and you go into the chat, there's all the icons. You can actually make that so all the icons show up. Ooh, is my bedroll okay? That's a good question. Yes, my bedroll is okay. Wow, Palehide, you just made my heart literally skipped a beat right there. You said that, I was like, oh, bedroll. My heart literally skipped a beat right there. Because I hadn't even thought about that until you said it. Until you said I honestly hadn't even thought about it. But there is a app that you can use. There's a thing that you can use that will allow you to have the icons from Discord up, and that allows you to have, it allows everybody to see, you know, because when they talk, it'll light up around them, and so it would allow them to see who is talking. Let's see how much medicine. I got 3 of those. I've got a bunch of those. Okay, we're good. We're good. I can actually purify that water. We're just quietly sitting by a fire and doing our stuff on day 15. Like wolves howling all around me. Yeah, I'm gonna play around with it on Wednesday, Rex, and maybe Wednesday afternoon I'll see if some people want to jump in with me and just see what it looks like or whatever. Because I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna look. Wow, this is longer than I ever wanted to stay in this zone. It's longer than I ever wanted to stay here. And now we're just kind of chilling out here. I'm like, well, I got a snow shelter. I've got a fire. Yeah. I guess let's kind of chill it here for a minute. I can add a little wood to my fire, a little wood. Add a little wood to the fire. What time of day is it? Oh, it's getting late. Do I push? Do I push? Or do I just stay? Do I stay or do I go? I think I stay. Do I have any books I can read? I can read a mending book. I could read a kitchen book.
It's dusk, so I can't be far.
That could help right now.
The guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so.
That could actually help right now. That is cool. So let's see where our cooking skill is now. Oh wow, we are so close to level 3 cooking. So close to level 3. We pretty much have to cook like 2 items. Maybe 1 item, and we'll have level 3. Which is awesome. And at least our weight's down, which is good. I have some fuel. If I need to start a fire, I can start a fire. Actually, let's cancel that. Let's drink 1 more of those. I'm gonna sleep for 4 hours and just risk it. I've never risked it so much. Alright, 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 alright. We're still good. We're still good. This is the second snow shelter night that I've spent here. I usually don't do this, boys and girls. I usually do not do this.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I usually do not do this in a zone. This is not my normal MO for sure. Hey, you know, it offered us an opportunity to cook our teas and to spend some time here. It looks like the weather's starting to get a little colder. It's now only 2 degrees out. Let me see if I can I repair? Oh, I don't have cloth. Oh, I don't have any cloth. Actually, let's see. I have an extra pair of socks. I'll harvest those. I'm not tired. I'll harvest those. I'm going to harvest that. I'm going to harvest that. It's a good windbreaker, but it's just a windbreaker.
Looks like I survived another night.
Let's see if we can fix the gloves. I said, let's see if we can fix the... All right. Guess we should have read the mending book, huh? Guess we should have read the mending book. Because we failed twice on the glove fix. All right, well that didn't work out as well as I hoped. Let's go ahead and eat a few cattails. You know, I was hoping the glove fix would work, but hey, we stayed warm the whole night, so that's good. I'm not thirsty. Let's eat some food. Eat some food here. So yeah, Rex, I will contact everybody. Actually, once I'm gonna make myself a note. I got my notes for what I need to do today after I get done streaming. So I'm gonna put down on their contact the D&D group. I'll contact everybody and see what their thoughts and stuff are on it, and we'll kind of go from there. Like I said, I'm like 90% sure the Gameslift won't care. I'm gonna try to get together like a decent background that we can then have the map on, that we can have the, you know, maybe I can pop my character sheet up on it every once in a while, and that sort of stuff. But mainly it'll have the map, and then people will be able to see everybody that's talking off on the side. I need to figure out some sort. It's going to be like I'm going to have to build it. I'm basically going to have to build an overlay from scratch for it. Which should be interesting. Because I haven't built any overlays in a while. So it's probably going to be like a most of the day Wednesday project. Which should be fun. But it will be something that I can use each time we play. So once it's done, and it, you know, it can get tweaked, but it doesn't need to be like redone every time, which is a good thing. All right, back to Mystery Lake, boys and girls. We're almost back. Almost back to the lake. Oh no, I have no drink. While we walk into Mystery Lake, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Just gonna walk on through to the other side. I'll be right back. Auto walk time. Auto walk me into the lake. Into Mystery Lake. There we go. Well, see, I was talking to Valor about that, but he was like, "Well, this may be a good time to get it going, since you're going to be going to level 2. You're going to, you know, our next step is going to level 2 of the dungeon." And so I don't know. I sort of brought that up to him too, and I was like, well, maybe it'd be better once I come back. I think what I might do, Pandasaurus, is I might try to set up the overlay for this time. Here's an idea. Oh, here's an idea. So I might set the overlay up this time, Pandasaurus, and then just record us playing, not actually stream it, just record it. And then let you guys all take a look at it and see what you like and what you don't like about it. And then I could even upload it to YouTube or something like that. But I could record it and then just let you guys see what it looks like. And that way we could sort of tweak it or change it or modify it to what we want it to be. And that way, you know, I have the VOD of it. If I have the VOD of it. So, but I wouldn't actually stream it. I just record it, which you know, and then I could edit. You know, I could edit it if I wanted to as well. So.
Jesus, it's cold.
Jeez, it's cold. Sorry, boys and girls. We're having a chat about our D&D session that we're going to be soon broadcasting here on my stream, as well as a few of the other streamers in our group will probably be streaming it at the same time, too.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, that's a deer. I was like, what the hell is that? I didn't recognize the outline of that deer. It was like bending down and it was at a weird angle. I was like, what is that over there? That thing looks kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Looks a little spooky there. But yeah, I think we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah. I think that'll work good, Pandasaurus. I think that'll work really good, because that way everybody can kind of take a look at it and see what it looks like. I'll have to figure out some way to share it with you all. You know, like share the video with you. I guess maybe I could probably do that. You can share video on Discord, can't you? Can't you share video on Discord? I'm pretty sure you can. All right, we're at 36 kilos right now. We're taking all that back with us. I got cloth in here, which is awesome. I need that. I do not need the spray paint can. Bye-bye. And I am going to... Now I'll hang on to that. For private YouTube upload. Oh, yeah, okay. How do you allow access to a private YouTube upload? Is private mean that you have to share the link for it so that people can see it? Is that how it works? I've never done like a private upload to YouTube. So you have to so basically the only people that are ever able to see a private upload Anybody can see it, but they have to have your specific link to be able to access it. Gotcha. Because I've never done that. I've never ever done that. Never ever gonna do it, or I never did it. I'm gonna rip that hat apart. Oh nope, I don't mean to repair it. I mean to rip it apart. Bye bye. Bye boy. Anybody can see it, but only if they can find it, and they can only find it if you give them the link. Gotcha. That sounds... I think that definitely sounds like the way to go, then. Ooh, mending 2, baby! Yeah! Alright, so we are going to be low on food for the moment. So we're going to go back. We are going to go out on the lake and gather cattails. What's our weight right now? 38? That's awesome. 38 is perfect. We got lots of room for cattails. We got a very nice day out. We got lots of room for cattails. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait a second. Did I? I've not been up there yet. Let's go up top. Up top! It's like the Isle de Myrta. What is the Isle de Myrta? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It sounds so familiar, but I can't place it. I can't place what Isle de Myrta is. Oh, from Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, okay, God, it's been so long since I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean. Holy crap. A long time since I've seen that. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. That's a deep cut reference right there for me, because God, it's been so long since I've seen Pirates. So long. Now we should be able to open this because we went to the destroyed lookout, which means we found the note and the key, which gives us access to this stash up here. This stash up here, it has some flare shells in it, so we might as well grab them. And I don't think we've been up here yet, so we can grab the flare shells. How many cattails do I have right now? 24. It's not the greatest, but we also got two archery. What? 2 archery books, a Polaroid, two archery books. The game's like, here you go, sir. Streamer loot. Here you go. Have some streamer loot, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 flare shells. Nice. Yeah, I don't have time to read these archery books right now. I don't think it gave me 2 archery. It's like, here, have 2 archery books. I don't care. I don't care. Just have 2 archery books, dude. Just do it. Always getting lucky. I know. I know. If I was as lucky at love as I am in the long dark, I would be like, I'd have like a whole like harem of girls after me, you know. If I was as lucky in love as I was at long dark, I'd be in a lot of trouble. Nah, I'm fine. I'd rather be lucky at long dark, to be honest. At this stage of my life, I'd rather be lucky at long dark. Nothing against you ladies, but I'd rather be lucky at long dark. Just how it goes. Get to a point in your life and you're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good with being lucky at long dark. It makes me happy. By the way, you can walk down steep hills. If you go down at an angle like this, yeah, you'll get a sprain, but you can actually, you don't have to crouch. I know. It's see, in your younger days, in our younger years, Rex, it always sounds like Gosh, if I had so many people after me, that would be so amazing. And as you get older, you're like, nah, that doesn't sound like very much fun at all. That sounds like a major pain in the ass more than anything. It sounds like a major pain in the ass. It's one of those that sounds good in theory, but in practice you're just like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, it sounds tiring to me as well, yeah. Sounds tiring to me too. It sounds mentally and physically exhausting. And I'm good. I'm good in the hood where I'm good where I'm at. Gosh, the sucky thing is we have cattails over there. We got cattails over here. I'm gonna go grab the cattails over here, I guess, first. Do. Yeah, do you happen to know how coal respawns work in the game? I went back to the CH cave after 12 days, but only found 2 coal. That seems like, well, usually my rule of thumb, Thrutch, is 14 days in game. For me, I've heard it's respawning faster than that. I've heard that it can respawn in like 7 or 8 days. But for me, I've always found it best if I go back in about 14 days to a month. And then it seems to be fully respawned every time. I think you went back a couple of days early, to be honest. I've heard of it respawning faster than that. But in my experience, it's usually been like 2 to 3 weeks game time before it's actually like fully respawned. Now it can start respawning quicker, and there are people who are like, they swear, oh, it only takes 6 or 7 days. But then I hear from people like yourself who are like, I went back after 12 days and there's nothing, you know, I found 2 pieces. And I think there is variables that go into it. I think some of it is a variable. I think it may be like, it's almost like the game rolls a D6 and adds 6 days to it or 8 days to it or something. And so if you happen to get a roll of a 1, it's only going to take like 7-8 days to respawn. But if you roll a hard 6, it's going to take a full 14 days to respawn. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like there is some random factor in it. But it seems like there's like, yeah, exactly, like 15 days. And that's what I've experienced too, J-Car. Although I've had people come in chat before and swear up and down, oh God, no, I go back after every 7 days, I go back and it's fully respawned. And I'm like, maybe on lower difficulty level, it may respawn faster, I don't know. But in my experience on Interloper, it's 2 weeks. And that's when I was checking. Generally, I usually don't go back to a mine for like a month. I'll go through like the coal mine between like Pleasant Valley and Coastal Highway, and then I'll dink around in Coastal Highway for a week and a half, go over to Desolation Point, spend another couple weeks there, and by the time I get back to that mine, it's usually been like a month. So it's like I don't even really think about it because it's been a frickin' month. And usually when I pick up all the coal in that mine, I'll leave a good stack of it at the exit to the mine. And so I go back and I'll have like 20 pieces of coal just sitting there at the exit anyway. So I don't need to really, you know, so I don't really worry about it too much. I'm like, oh, well, I have tons of coal already. That sounds like bear crows. Yep, the bear's over there. Wow, is that 3 wolves? That's 3 wolves on the lake. I'm gonna use a flare. It's not bad out, but... But I'm just thinking such that it's coded like that. I have no proof on that. I have absolutely no proof on that, but that's just what it feels like it's coded like. Because I have noticed that some coal does spawn a little bit faster, so I don't know if it's making an individual roll for each piece of coal in the mine. That seems a little complicated in my opinion. Or if it's just like, it gradually just respawns, but... Like I said, usually I don't go back. There's been very few times where I've actually been like going back and checking on it and trying to figure it out. Usually, like I said, usually I go back there after a month and the whole entire mine is respawned and I just go, oh boy, I got more coal to pick up. Yay! So I just pick it up and go.
I'm gonna lay down and have a little sleep right here.
The bear is over there. He's way over there. He kind of fades into the rock over there. But yeah, coal is one of the best resources in the game. As far as like renewable resources, you need to go back and re-get your coal every once in a while. It's very nice to have. Very nice to have. Ah, well, we love having you here, Thutch. We love having you here, so. Woo-hoo! Little blind mouse. It's funny, little blind mouse, because this year, I'm turning 41. And if you believe that, I've got some land in Florida to sell you and a bridge. Got some swampland and a bridge to sell you.
Just resubscribed for 41 months. 41.
41! Some oceanfront property in Arizona, I know. So, today, boys and girls, we got about another hour and 15 minutes of Long Dark. And we're going to be switching over and playing a little Dyson Sphere for like 3 hours. And we're going to do some Hogwarts tonight for 3 hours as well. I got some delivery driving. I'm hoping my drugs will be out of my system by then. And so I've got some delivery driving for DoorDash to do tonight. And then tomorrow, we've got Long Dark in the late evening. We're going to be doing State of Decay in the morning or afternoon, because we'll be starting at noon tomorrow. We're going to do State of Decay starting at noon, and then we'll be doing Planet Crafter and Long Dark, and then on Wednesday at 9 a.m. in the morning, we'll be back into Stream Loots Edition Long Dark. We got 10 new cards we just added last week to the deck, so get those Stream Loots cards out and ready to go. We will have also Stream Loot packs available using your mugs as well. So that will be a thing as well. We will have packs of 1, 2, or 3 cards available that you can purchase with your mugs on our Stream Loots days. So you can get in on some Stream Loots action, even if you don't buy any packs. It lets everybody get a little bit of fun. I mean, there are cards that are exclusive to purchase packs, and there is some exclusivity for certain cards, but other than that, at least you get some free cards, so that's cool. All right. Yeah. That hut was rather uninspired. Somebody said that there's like something on one of these benches out here. I have never found anything on any of these benches out here. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a mag lens. Hey, look, it's the... You seriously, I have to break down this entire bench to get a mag lens. Wow. I have to break this bench down just to get a mag lens. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be.
Fire. Come on.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. It's just how it is. I think it's just how it is.
Perfect.
Mag lens! Give me my mag lens. And then get me inside.
This much gear.
I know. It's a lot of gear to have. Wow. All that just to get a mag lens. That is crazy. But hey, at least we got 53 cattails now, and we got a soda. And we got a soda. Which is awesome. But I hope, Little Blind Mouse, that you are doing well. Are the roads treating you well? I hope the roads are treating you well as well. There's some spray paint under there, which we never need. Okay. Was there anything on top of the bed? No. Oh, we got 66%. We're gonna risk them. Okay, we didn't get food poisoning. Yay. Doing alright, roads have been fine. Nearly had a very bad time right after I got back, but it's warming up now. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad it's doing better now. Let's drink down some of our heavy teas. We have quite a few heavy teas on us, and we're gonna use those as our water for a little bit. Actually, I will drink that water there. DoorDash has been treating me pretty good. Did a few days last week of it, and it went pretty well. I was pretty happy. I'm trying to hit some of the more some of the busier times, you know, where you got extra pay and stuff, which is good. I think I did, let's see, what did I do this last week? Does it show? Yeah, I dashed for like 9 hours. I dashed for basically 10 hours and made like 217 bucks. So like 20, you know, making like 20 bucks an hour at it. So not too bad. Not too bad. Heard about Portland basically shutting down last week. Did that affect you too badly? I just didn't drive during it. I didn't do any activity during it when it was doing it, when you know, it was kind of shutting down. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. It's fair. It gets me a little extra cash, and that's all I care about. I mean, you know, it's more than I'd make if I just went and got a part-time job somewhere. And I get to work my own hours. I get to choose when I go out and do it. There's nothing saying I have to keep you know, if it's a slow night or something, I just go, okay, well, you know, I'm just gonna not do it right now. I'm just gonna, you know, if I don't get any deliveries, you know, if I'm not actually getting, you know, any deliveries, I just turn the app off and go home. You know, I usually give it like 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay, if I don't get anything in the next 5 or 10 minutes, I'm just gonna turn it off and go home. The balance between working versus paying for gas. Well, the nice thing is too, though, that, you know, I've done these kind of jobs before, Little Blind Mouse. I worked for the Oregonian for over a decade, doing driving and stuff. So I'm very good about mileage and making sure I write it off, because it's all a write-off. And it's a very good write-off, especially for 1099 contracted workers. The gas mileage write-off is amazing. And there's actually an app that my brother uses to keep track of his mileage that actually GPS tracks where you drive and how much you're driving, and actually calculates based upon what the government allows you to write off per mile. It gives you a calculation. It gives you an actual dollar amount that says, hey, this is how much you are able to write off on this, for this amount of time. So, honestly, the price of gas would have to get to be about $10 a gallon before I wouldn't write off my gas anymore. Because there's two ways to write. If you're an independent contractor and you're doing driving work, there's two ways to write stuff off: actual expenses or mileage. Now, you can always write mileage off and then go to actual expenses later, but you can never go the other way. Once you've written off actual expenses, the government won't allow you to write off the mileage ever again. So usually the mileage write-off is way better than the actual expense write-off. Because the actual expenses, it's stuff like, repairs and that sort of stuff. And then you have to do it as a percentage because, you use your car privately as well, and that puts wear and tear on it too. And the government's not going to give you your full, repairs and tires and everything. So for me, in my experience, it's always been better for me to write off mileage. And it's nice there's an app for it now. So of course there is. There's an app. You make me so glad I don't own my work truck. Yeah, owning it is a whole. That's a whole nother ball of wax. It's a whole nother headache there.
This pack is getting too heavy to
That's
carry.
a whole nother headache that you have when you are the owner of the vehicle. It's a whole nother headache that you get to deal with. All right, we are now too heavy. Oh, we got a nice can of dog food there. I like that. I like a can of dog. I like a good can of dog food. Yum yum. Caps was on. Hey, that's all right. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, my friend. Nah, that's fine. Don't worry about it, Andres. How you doing today? How's it going, buddy? How's it going? Okay, we are a little bit on the heavy side. I'm gonna eat down that can of dog food. I'm glad you're doing well, my friend. Glad you're doing good. But no, the overall Little Blind Mouse DoorDash does really good here in Oregon. I know other places do really well with some of the other apps, but DoorDash always does really good for me here in Oregon. I don't know. Maybe it's just the area I'm in or something, but I always do really well with the DoorDash. I'm still overweight, huh? I guess I can drop some sticks. I know. Who is this person? What have you done with Atheenon? We broke an EVE online server node fighting a 2,200 person by 2,200. Nice. Nice. That reminds me of the day. I'm going to tell you an EverQuest story now. So everybody roll their eyes. I'm going to tell you an EverQuest story right now. That reminds me of the day. I remember this very well. There was a mob in EverQuest called the Sleeper. That when the Sleeper was awakened on the server, the Sleeper was a mob that was not intended to be killed. The Sleeper awakening on a server was like a big deal. And that Sleeper, once you awoke him on the server, he would go from zone to zone just killing people. And then he would just disappear. They never intended him to actually die. Well, unfortunately for EverQuest, people were like, well, now that he's not intended to die, we want to kill him. So this one server got together a ton of people to and I'm talking a ton. We're talking like over 1,000 people on the server, and they all got together. They woke the Sleeper up, and then they started fighting him. And they actually started winning. The sleeper basically would one-shot people. He would like take a couple hits on them and they die. Couple hits on them and they die. And then they had it set up though, so those people would immediately get rezzed, and just basically they were just ganking the mob. That's what it was called. They were ganking the mob. They were just basically running in, doing a few points of damage, and dying, getting rezzed, running in, doing a few points of damage, getting rezzed. You know, they just did that over and over and over again, multiple times. You know, and the raid went on for good. I remember that we had cross-server chat, and the raid went on for probably a good 3 hours. They got the sleeper down to 7% health, and the devs came in, and the devs came in and actually despawned him. Because they had no code written for the sleeper to die. If the sleeper had died, it would have actually like probably crashed the entire game. They had no code for him to die. They had no loot tables, nothing. They didn't think people could do it. That's why they let it go on for as long as it went, is because they figured people would just get tired of it and give up. They underestimated the tenacity of these players to just keep throwing their bodies at it and get the 96% res and run back in. Because every time you died, you'd lose a small part of your hit points, but with the 96% res, well, actually, I don't know. I think there was a full res as well. So yeah, they weren't actually losing any hit points because they just get rezzed. They'd just get summoned and rezzed at each time. So it was one of those things where the devs did not expect people to actually like do it and actually get them down to that point. And so they actually despawned him at like 7% or something like that. Oh god, the vitriol was the salt just flew after that. Oh my god.
Gotta warm up somehow.
The salt flew to the point. The salt was flowing so badly that the devs actually had to get on and say, "Hey, we didn't have a plan for this. We didn't think this was gonna happen. We're gonna reset the sleeper on this server. We're gonna set him up with a death and a loot, and so you can try it again." And when he died, he dropped like a piece of food or something. It was. They actually went and did it again, and he died and dropped like a piece of food or something. It was hilarious. During the biggest battle, we have 6,500 players on a system or a node, and it's called Jita node, and it's literally the best server they've made, and we've managed to crash that during the battle of M2. Yeah, well, exactly. They thought we didn't think you'd try to break our unbreakable guy. Well, I mean, in all practical senses, little blind mouse, you know, a normal raid in EverQuest was 24 people. You'd have four groups of 6, and back then they didn't even have the raid function. You would have 4 groups of 6, and that was the max you could take in to raid something. You know, to actually, and that's what most of the boss mobs were set up to handle, to be a challenge to 4 groups of 6. So 24 people, and you know it's expanded since then, but that was sort of the max that they were sort of set up for back then, and so the mob, like the sleeper, was put in as an event, and it wasn't actually meant to be engaged. You were meant to awaken him, and it would cause an event to happen and all that sort of stuff. And it wasn't actually meant to be engaged. And so when people engaged it, it was like, they're all supposed to die. And when they wouldn't die, because there were thousands of them. I mean, I say there was 1,000 people, and that probably was conservative. I think there was more like, there was 1,000 to 2,000 in that group of people that mobbed him. And it wasn't meant for that. It wasn't meant for that. They you know, but gamers are gamers. We will, you know, give us a challenge and we'll try to overcome it. We'll try to overcome it, you know. most costly video game battle, $378,000? Is that in like real money? 378. Who spent $378,000 on a game? What, do you have to buy your ships in EVE Online? I'm so confused right now. Reminds me of the thing in WoW where there's some kind of plagues with sweeping the surface and people started quarantining within the game. Wow. So is that how do you spend that much in the game? I don't get it. It's converted from the black market value of the X amount of of the ISK. Okay. Okay, so basically they take the value of the ships, turn it into what you could sell your ISK for on the black market, and that's the cost. So it's not like actual dollars, although some of it probably is actual dollars. Probably some of it was actual dollars, because there probably was people that bought their way into having ships with like real money. I mean, I have no shame. I sold platinum in EverQuest for real money. There was a time where I could sell 1 million platinum for like $60 US. 1 million platinum I could sell for $60 US cash. 1 year, Christmas was paid for by me selling my plat. Because I had over 14 million plat in EverQuest. Which is a lot. Which is a lot. Especially when... It's not a lot in like EverQuest 2, where everything is a 1... Everything is like a 1 to 10 ratio. It's 10 copper to make a silver, 10 silver to make a gold, 10 gold to make a platinum. Back then, it was 100 copper to make a silver, 100 silver to make a gold, 100 gold to make a platinum. So platinum was a very valuable resource in EverQuest 1. I don't know if it's that much nowadays, but back then platinum was very hard to get, and I had a lot of it.
Walk with this much gear.
I may not be good at a lot of things in games, but figuring out the marketplace and actually exploiting the marketplace and making myself very rich is one of the things I'm usually pretty good at. Because I'll stick with it through all. I will make a million small transactions to make my cash. Selling of ISK is a bannable offense. Like that ever stopped anybody. No, I'm just giving this person ISK. I didn't make a deal with them outside of the game to sell it to them. Yeah, you know, what, they just wanted to gift me some money. It's just very coincidental. Nah, I get that. They don't want to turn it into a marketplace. EverQuest didn't want to either, but there was, I mean, I black market sold a ton of my platinum. I mean, how are they gonna know? How are they gonna know? But yeah, I paid for a whole Christmas. I paid for a whole Christmas one year. I was like, I'm kind of broke this year. I'm gonna sell a bunch of my platinum, and I made like $400 or $500 off my platinum in EverQuest, which I was like, well, I have more than I'll ever need. I can buy whatever I want. I'm just gonna sell it off, and then I won't have to worry about it anymore. If you're good enough in game, you can pay for your game time with ISK. Nice. Oh, look at all the beautiful things we have back here, boys and girls. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, look at all the food we have. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. It's so amazing. Give me all my foods. Dropping all my books. Oh my god, we have so many books. Holy crap. Look at all the books we've collected. Look at all these books. Okay, so I got three gunsmithing books. So we got 3 gunsmithing books. We've got 3 small arms books. One month Omega is 2.5 billion ISK, so you only have to make around 120 million ISK in 30 days to get the 120 million-ish hours hard. So you're saying if you're good enough in game, you can make ISK to pay for it, but how do you pay for it if you can't legally sell it? Let's drop the 3 fire books.
This pack is getting
Or 3 cooking books, I should say. I mean, we could choose to read these later on, I suppose. The Eco and ISK is heavily player based, so the normal currency is ISK. Then there's Plex, which is both game time and currency. Oh, okay. Am I opening a library? Of course I am. I always open a library. I always have major library vibes. I am like Calvin. I am like the sexy librarian. Ladies. There we go, and then I'm going to drop that one, and drop the fishing book here as well. The Titan Hull is 180 billion ISK as of right now. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, here we go. So this challenge, Calvin, is a pretty straightforward, I'd say. It's pretty straightforward as far as that goes. It's not like it's really.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
It's not like it's really hard. It's just it gives us a goal. It's more of a goal than a challenge almost. All right, let's see what we got in here. Okay, so we have. A little bit of that stuff in there. We got a few boxes of matches. We now have a mag lens and a fire striker, which is awesome. Clothing we're good on. We got some food. I can throw that in there. Throw that in there. I do need a couple of my whetstones now. Don't need them all, but I do need a couple. And, oh, I need to drop that birch. I guess I can throw the metal in here, too. Actually, I probably need to keep one of those pieces of metal on me. I do have double hacksaws, so I can drop that hacksaw there. Whoa! Drop the hacksaw right in the middle of a bunch of stuff. There we go. All right, let's grab our birch. A billion ISK at the moment is about $6 to $56 US. Wow. We got some cured hides. Got some cured guts. Let's do this bad boy. Got nothing in there right now, so I'm just going to throw my hides in there. I'm going to throw most of my guts in there.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Shh. Shh. Throw 1 maple in there. Grab that. Okay, what time of day is it? Still midday. All right, let's eat some food, now that we can open these. Oh, $6.56. Okay, $6.56. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna eat those down in little bitty bites and keep the rest so I can cook it later. I'm back to lurking, but when I hear Eve online, my ears perk up. Oh, yes. All right, let's we got a lot of big T's, so that's what I'm relying on for my drinky poos. I made a lot of tea. Is this you now heading towards Forsaken Airfield? I'm only 17 days in, Calvin. I just got my forge run done. I've not found a flare gun yet, and I have very little oil at the moment. So we have a ways to go. Forsaken Airfield is down the road a ways. Forsaken Airfield is down the road a little ways. I haven't even found the flare gun yet. Yeah, we just started this like 2 or 3 sessions ago. We spawned in Desolation Point, which is ironic because that's where we need to go with the flare gun. We spawned in Desolation Point, went into Coastal Highway. All we did in Coastal Highway was go across Misanthrope, Jackrabbit, fishing huts, and then out of there. Came into the Mystery Lake. We found our bedroll super early in Desolation Point, by the way. And then we just got done with our forge run, and now we're back here getting our bow and arrows made, and getting that done. So I'm gonna see if I can get this crafted all the way up. But yeah, we're really early in it still, so we got lots of work to do. I may not be able to get this done. Oh, look at that, we got it done. Look at that. All right, well that worked out nice. I found my hammer in the Carter Hydro Dam. I found my hacksaw. I believe, in Trapper's cabin underneath the chair. Or behind the chair. So in Carter Hydro Dam, I found the hammer downstairs behind like a metal door. And then I found my hacksaw behind the chair in the Trapper's cabin. And then I also found the another hacksaw in Forlorn Muskeg at the High Blind. So that's where I found my 2 hacksaws, actually. Hey, Fluffy Rat, how you doing? Hello, hello. So that's where I found both of those. I've got lots of tea, so I'm drinking them down. Drinking them down. I got lots of food here too. Let's see. What's the best condition I got? 22% dog food. I will eat that. I will eat that. This stuff I'll choke down tonight. I'll choke this down tonight when my health is good and I can just drink a tea and sleep. Hardly working or working hardly? Working hardly. All right, let's make some arrows, baby. Get that out. Let's make 6 arrows. 4.5 hours. Beautiful. I'll do it. We're doing it. I only have like 30 feathers, so I can only make like 10 arrows total. So I'm not even gonna stress. And then we need to go try to take a deer down. It's weird. I wish... It's so strange. When you have a regular knife and you're doing these, it'll allow you to do multiples. When you have a improvised knife, you have to do 1 at a freaking time, which is so annoying. If I had enough feathers to do 5. Oops, I should have taken a drink before I did that. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? Is it Rhizmatic? Rhizmatic. I'm gonna say Rhizmatic. How you doing? Well, you know what? Even if you think you're awful at the game, have fun with it. You can play it on any difficulty level. There's no shame in the game playing it on any difficulty level. I'm gonna throw those in there. Throw the cured birch in there. Oh, I never dropped my birch, damn it. I need to drop my frickin' birch out here. Need to drop my birch. Then we need to go get a bunch of rabbits. I don't have many rabbit hides curing. There we go. Drop the birch. I do need to fix up my... I do need to fix up my hacksaw. But Rhizmatic, this is a game where, honestly, skill level is not as important as the journey you take. As long as you're having fun with it, play it on whatever difficulty gets you going. Play it on, you know, Voyager, Pilgrim, do the challenges. Just in general, have fun with it. Don't ever, I would never want somebody to feel like you have to play it at a certain level, you know. I would never want somebody to be like, oh, well, I can't play it because I can't play Interloper. I mean, I personally don't play Dead Man Challenge. I don't find it to be fun or interesting to play. So I don't play the game on Dead Man.
Not sure I can carry much more.
As long as you're enjoying it, I mean, you could play it on Pilgrim or Voyager, and I know another streamer who only plays it on Voyager, because he just likes tooling around the world, exploring and having fun. And yeah, there's a little bit of danger for him, because you can still run into wolves and bears and stuff, but they don't do that much damage, and they don't really they don't wreck your game in the way that I'm just gonna store those in there for right now. They don't wreck your game in the way that a wolf or a bear in Interloper will do. Store those in there. I'm gonna store those in there because I don't need them anymore. Actually, you know what? No, I do need the stones because I'm gonna stone the rabbits. No, actually, I'm gonna shoot the rabbits because I don't want to. I need to use my bow. Call you Riz? Alright, I'm not that bad. Pilgrim is boring to me. I'm at a point where I need a difficulty between Voyager and Stalker, but I'm really trying to learn all the maps. Well, you could always put it on you could always do a custom game. The only downside to custom games is you don't get any feat progression when you do custom games. So that's the only downside. But you could totally do a custom game if you wanted to. Okay, we got 1 hour reading that book. We're gonna take it. And... I'm going to take the Wilderness Kitchen ones, and I'm going to take that one. The reading library is going to get read, boys and girls. Now that there's pistols and Interloper, I even like these books here. The practical gunsmithing and stuff actually comes in handy. Yeah, the maps are a time sink more than anything. I have almost 6,000 hours in the game, Rhizmatic, and there's still portions of some maps that I'm not familiar with. I'm pretty good with most of the basic maps because I have hundreds and hundreds of hours playing in them, but there are some maps like Black Rock that I still get lost in, that I know where some of the stuff is, and I'm getting better at them, but it's all about just doing it over and over again. Learning them is all about failure more than anything. You have to fail in those zones moreover than anything, and you have to explore every nook and cranny. I find that mapping the zones is a very good way to learn the zones. Like, once you started mapping them up, you start to get a better sense of how the zone fits together. And so I would highly recommend, you know, doing maybe a custom game, starting it as a Stalker custom, and then just downgrading some of the stuff, maybe downgrading how many wolves spawn, downgrading the ferocity or the smell range of the wolves, and that sort of stuff. Because that way you'd have a better, you'd be able to get a better grasp on it and still have it be challenging to you, it wouldn't be boring. Okay, that's a doe? Gosh dang it, I hate the does. They're such a useless deer. It's a doe, a deer, a female deer. Oh, there's a buck a deer. Okay, I like the bucks. No, I want the buck. I don't want the doe. Go away, doe. I know Mountain Town and Mystery Lake like the back of my hand because I always start there and never make it out. I'm exploring Pleasant Valley lately. The wolves are the bane of my long dark existence in Stalker. Well, one thing you can do is if you want to, oh, come right to me, baby. Come right to me. If you want to, Riz, you could turn the wolves off. You could do a custom game in Stalker, use a custom template Stalker, and then just turn the wolves off. Oh, we got him. So you could do that if you really wanted to. Oh, it's warm out right now? Oh. Well, then we're gonna carcass harvest this guy. If we're actually warm right now, it's carcass harvest time. If we're still warm... Oh, it's still not that cold. I'm gonna harvest up all this meat just with my hands, because why not? Or just with my knife, because why not? Yeah, or you could just dumb them down to Voyager settings. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, is that the main thing that makes the wolves so dangerous on the higher settings is that they smell you from a long ways away. And that makes them more dangerous than anything. So if you use a custom stalker and just dumb them down, make it so they don't smell you very far away, or stuff like that, you could probably get, because Stalker makes the Stalker wolves are more ferocious, in my opinion, as far as like there being more of them and stuff, than Interloper even. Interloper has easier wolves. Interloper has easier wolves than Stalker does, as far as like being able to avoid them, and not have to, and not have to keep track of all the stuff as much. Wow, this was a huge deer. They have really stepped up the buck deer in this game is insane. Okay, so we're just gonna start a fire. Can I get a fire down here though? Yes, I can. Okay. The buck goes from he starts at like 12 kilos now, which is awesome. I mean, I love that they made the buck have more and the doe has less, which is great. Timberwolves are just another breed for me. Do the deer get replaced with does in certain zones? Yes, they do. Well, there's does in this zone now too. That's why I chose the buck, is I knew I'd get more. I knew I would get more bang. I knew I'd get more bang for my buck. Heyo! I know, that was a horrible, horrible joke. Didn't know there was a Steam sale on this. Oh, is the Steam sale? Oh, we got Cooking 3, nice. Is the Steam sale still going on for Long Dark? I know it was for a while there. Oh, it is. Oh, look at that. Is it? No, is it? Wait a second. There was a Steam sale going on. Oh, no, it's not Steam. I think it's... Is it Epic? Is it Epic Games that has it? I think Epic Games has it on sale right now.
Barely walk with this much gear.
One of them has it on sale at the moment. I know Raph tweeted it out. I've seen a bundle sale. Oh, I see, okay. I gotcha. I guess I can eat the dog food. Dog food you can't cook. I'm gonna get all of these cooked up. Yum.
Man, I could use a drink.
It's been a long day. That's okay. Don't worry about Calvin. That is okay.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
All right, 6 minutes till ready. Hot. 11 minutes, 10 minutes, and hot. Awesome. So let's cook up some food. Move that. That's hot, 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 hot. You gotta watch the food around the fire, boys and girls. If it says it'll burn in a certain amount of time, they still can stay hot around the fire, but sometimes they'll say they're gonna burn, and you don't want them to burn. There we go. We got all of our cooking skill up for those. This was a big deer. This deer was a big deal.
I'm getting tired.
Because this gives us food. And we needed that. We're tired. We'll sleep for now. I'm running out of matches on my Interloper run. I need to head out to look for Maglens at Timberwolf and Ash Canyon. I don't know anything about those zones. Well, if you go to Timberwolf, go to the Mountaineer's Hut, you'll find another box of matches. The main thing with Interloper is you really have to move. You have to keep moving. You have to keep moving all the time in Interloper, because if you don't, you will run out of stuff. You will run out of stuff if you don't keep moving. So, Timberwolf Mountain, there's matches at the Mountaineer's Hut, and in Ash Canyon, if you go to Ash Canyon and you get to the Angler's Den, there's matches there as well. There's lots of matches actually at Angler's Den. Usually in Ash Canyon, I can come out of Ash Canyon with about 4 boxes of matches on average. If I explore the whole zone.
Carry this load for much longer.
I explore the whole zone, I can come out with about 5 boxes of matches, usually. Which is really good. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, plus we ate one. Yeah, that was like a 12 kilo deer. That was a very good deer. That was a very good deer. That was huge. It was huge. That deer was huge. Huge, I tell you. What is my usual AC path? My usual AC path is to go in, through the Echo Canyon, go to the Angler's Den, then go up the waterfall and through the cave, sneak past the bear, and then make the big loop down and back. Although now that I know how to get to the, and the main reason I do that is to get all the birch and maple that's up there too. But usually I go down and back from the Miner's Folly down to the that little overlook that overlooks the fishing hut, and then I go back to the Miner's Folly, and then I take the path to the gold mine and drop down where the gold mine exits out above where the moose spawns there. And then I go out through, then I usually go out through the deer clearing, which gives me access to the summit after that. So that's usually my path. I kind of do the whole roundabout. I kind of go all the way around the zone. Now that I know how to get up to the place above the fishing hut, I may do that instead, but I don't think so. I don't think I ever went down to the bottom of the canyon here. Interesting. Interesting. How do you get from Miner's Folly to the rope thingy above the fishing hut? You go from Miner's Folly. If you're standing in front of the cabin, looking at the front door, off to the right, you can go up, and there's the foreman's cabins up there. But if you're standing at the front door, if you go past if you walk past the Miner's Folly, there will be a rope bridge, and then there's just a path that goes all the way over to it. There's a path, and then you have to take a rope down, and then you're there to the place right above the right above it. We're actually going to be going there on Thursday, because my plan with this character is after we get our stuff done, we're gonna actually go there. Oh shoot, I'm cold. Oh shoot, I'm cold. I didn't realize it was that cold in here. It's -2. Whoopsie. What would you say is the most difficult, confusing zone to navigate? There's different zones that are difficult to navigate for different reasons. As far as zones that I still get lost in, well, the airfield now is definitely one that is super hard to navigate yourself through. But for me, myself, when I was first, I'm just saying, when you're first learning some zones, for me, I found Hush River Valley to be very confusing. Before I knew my way around Hush River Valley, it was a terrifyingly confusing zone. Now that I know my way around Hush River Valley, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But when I was first learning Hush River Valley, it was very scary. And I didn't like it a whole lot. Oh, I never dropped the birch, did I? Thank you, and I never dropped my hide or guts either. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Pleasant Valley, I know people complain about it. I never had a hard try. Pleasant Valley is difficult in some ways, but there's a lot of landmarks in Pleasant Valley. There's lots of landmarks. If you get lost in Pleasant Valley, pretty much just walk straight for a while, and you'll find a spot that you can go to. You'll find some sort of landmark in Pleasant Valley. So it's hard to get completely lost in Pleasant Valley unless you're just walking in circles, and then you have nobody to blame for that but yourself, because you shouldn't be walking in circles. We're just gonna chill here for a minute. I want to read some books. I know. Where is Atheenon? What have you done with him? Ash Canyon is pretty straightforward in my opinion, but is there any point to go to Broken Railroad in Survivor? Only been there in story mode, not much there besides the forge. Well, now the Broken Railroad, Riz has Forsaken Airfield attached to it. So Broken Railroad attaches to the Far Territory, which is over here. So you have to go to Broken Railroad to get to the Far Territory. So now it's actually worth it. Now it's actually worth going to. Before it was not. I totally agree with you there. Before going there was not really worth it at all. But now, Forsaken Airfield attaches to Broken Railroad, so Broken Railroad's a great place to go, stockpile stuff, and then go into the Forsaken Airfield from there. So they've actually made it, it's gone up in scale quite a bit. I never thought Broken Railroad was a bad zone. It was just a bad zone to get in and out of. That's the thing, it's like, to get into it's not horrible, but to get back out of it with all the stuff that you get there, it's a pain in the ass. Because you have to go all the way into Forlorn Muskeg. Oh, we got fire starting too as well. Look at us. Got to go all the way into Forlorn Muskeg, and then you have to decide where you're gonna go from there, because there's nowhere really to go from there. Now, my last run I did, I mapped up Forsaken Airfield. So I feel pretty comfortable with Forsaken Airfield now, but just a forewarning, it took me 60 days to map that zone and make a good map that I could actually see. Because the fog, the electrostatic fog, and the blizzards are insane in that zone. There were whole stretches of 2 or 3 days at a time where I could do nothing in that zone because of them. It was so freaking annoying. It was so annoying. It was like, it just made you go, oh, jeez Louise, another freaking fog storm. Are you kidding me? So yeah, it's very frustrating in that zone to try to map it, just because of the fact that the storms come very hard and fast on you. All right, we read our other archery book. Let's read let's read an hour of the cooking book. You're salty about that zone? Oh, it's non-pot. What? What? Oh, geez Louise. Seriously? I thought that fire had enough time to boil the water. Obviously, it did not. Obviously, it did not. I thought an hour 40-ish would be fine. I know 2 hours is ideal, but I thought an hour 40-ish would get it just boiled and be fine.
Perfect.
Fine. Don't boil my water properly, you damn game. What book was I reading? Yeah, there we go. Let's read another hour of that book. Might as well get another torch. Why not? All right, we need to go hunt. We need to go hunt some rabbits. I need to get some rabbit hides curing. Need to get them rabbit hides curing away. Break that torch down, because why not? We might get a little cold in the morning. Hopefully no storms come up. How many runs do I have going at the moment? I have my challenge going on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've got this run going on. I've got my Stream Loots run going on Wednesdays. And then I have my YouTube run going on the weekends. So I guess 4. The number is 4. 4. Riz, thank you for that Twitch Prime, baby. Woo! Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Subscribed. And if you have Twitch Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, boys and girls, head on over and get that Amazon Prime attached to your Twitch account. You can then sub to a channel a month for nothing extra. It doesn't cost you a penny more than is already costing you to have Amazon Prime, and it supports streamers like myself. And I would greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. That's very, very nice of you to do. Thank you so very much. Okay, so that book I'm not reading yet. So that one I'm gonna drop. That one I'm gonna drop. We need to get some rabbit stews. I'm gonna drop that. I've got this canned food. I got that meat on me. Let's eat that. I'll eat those too, because I already cooked them. I cooked everything I can cook now. You always leave a little bit of the can at the end. If you want to eat it early and it's a cookable can, just leave a little bit of it, because that way you can always cook it and get the cooking skill up for it. And it only takes a couple of minutes to cook a can that has like 0.02 kilos of stuff in it. It doesn't take very long to cook it. So you get the cooking skill up, which is great. Okay, so I do not need the hacksaw or the pry bar at the bottom of the canyon. Unfortunately, the flare gun doesn't spawn down there anymore, which is kind of disappointing. I do need a little more tinder. I'm gonna prepare these birch bark up really super quick. Yes, so yeah, if you want to eat the food early, like peaches, tomato soup, beans, the pork and beans, go ahead and eat it, but then just like a tea, exit out or escape out before you finish it, and that way it will allow you to keep that last little piece, and you can cook it and then get that cooking skill up. Where did I find my mag lens? In Mystery Lake, at the cabins. I found it at the cabins there.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
So I found it at the cabins over by the it was under a bench over by the cabins, and I actually had to physically break the bench down to get to the mag lens. It wouldn't let me pick it up. I couldn't find the pixel that would allow me to pick it up, so I had to build a fire, break the bench down, and then I could retrieve the mag lens. It was like, really? Seriously? You're gonna do this to me right now? Luckily, it wasn't a storm out, so I was able to build the fire and just retrieve it. But it was like a little bit like, really? Damn. You're gonna make me break this bench down and get some wood. I see. I see. It might be intentional. Well, it's sort of like Calvin. The other trick you can do with cooking is that, say you go into a house and you find a coffee or a tea in the microwave, you can grab that coffee and tea that you find, you can heat that up by a fire and get a cooking skill up for it. If you did not craft it, you can get a cooking skill up for it when you reheat it. So that's another way to raise your cooking skill as well that a lot of people don't know about. Sure, it's one skill point, but, you know, hey, a skill point's a skill point. Skill point is a skill point. I wouldn't know where to start, man. I wouldn't know where to start. Most of my long dark stuff cast is all just stream of consciousness. I'm very bad about like putting things down in a script and actually like talking about it. It's all kind of off the top of my head. It's horrible. But I do need to try to buckle down and do that. I do need to buckle down and try to do that. I had a whole bunch of ideas for videos before Tales from the Far Territory came out and basically blew up the loot tables and all that sort of stuff. I did have some ideas for videos, but now I need to actually buckle down and do it. I need to buckle up and actually do it. Yeah, no, nothing there. There's the stem. At least I get the stem down here still. Oh yeah, and me too, Fire Monkey Rob. I usually Usually, I mean, I'm a little behind on my cooking skill right now, but usually at this point in the game, by the time I have the bow, my cooking skill is already at 3, if not at 4, before I even take down a large animal. You know, doing teas gets your skill up so fast. But yeah, Cass, if I do that, I know it's going to be about a 10-hour process, so I'll probably the downside to making videos like that is that I have to do that and not stream. And I'd rather stream. I'd rather stream. Did you say reheating teas level you up? Reheating teas, so the teas that you actually find in like microwaves or sitting on a shelf, if you didn't craft the tea yourself, you can reheat it and get a skill up from it. So a tea that you find, say, in a microwave in Misanthrope, that one tea or coffee you can heat up and you can get a skill up from. Now, if you already made the tea yourself, no, you won't get skill ups from it. You don't get skill ups from teas that you crafted yourself, because you already got the skill up when you cooked it in the first place. They have to be teas that you find out in the world, and then those teas you can actually do. Yeah, but you know, Cass, it's something where I want to do stuff like that. In an ideal world, I want to do things like that, and so it's something where I need to spend some of my Wednesday doing that, and maybe I just need to take a day off from streaming every week and just work on making prepackaged content, you know, just to upload to YouTube. You know, maybe I need to do that. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new world to me, this whole streaming content creator type thing, as far as like doing it the way, you know, in this new way, I guess. Give me the cedar. There we go. But I like that you explain what you're doing, why you do it, and what your plan is. I've learned so much following along with your runs for sure. Oh, well, thanks. I try. That's why I always try to explain things, even if I probably explained it like a bunch of times before. I try to explain it anyway, because I figured that there's some people in chat that may have never heard it or didn't know it or anything like that, you know. Tell us more plans. Oh, well, my plan on this run is I need to get a few rabbit hides and guts curing. I need to make my rabbit and deer skin clothing, and then I need to head to then I want to head over to Timberwolf Mountain and Ash Canyon. Where'd the rabbit go? Mr. Rabbit? Where are you? Then I want to head over to Timberwolf and Ash Canyon. Now, on the deer, you have 3 options. You can use your knife, which takes a long time, your axe, which takes a little less time, or your hacksaw, which would take even less. But I'm going to use my axe because I didn't bring my hacksaw along. Hacksaws, when you're at early stages of the game, hacksaws are actually the fastest way to get meat off of an animal, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Athena, I sent you a funny screenshot I took in my long dark game. Is it in Discord? Is it in Discord? Is it in the Discord, my friend? Okay, so without wind, we're actually doing good. It's in the Insta DM. Oh, okay. I'll have to go look at that later. That's over in a whole different thing. There we go. Nope, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm not there yet. Okay, hold on. Requests. There we go. Z. Okay, I see ya. Okay. Images sent and messages are requests are covered. Tap to see image. What is that? What is that? Okay, I just accept it to my general. It's fine. Okay, what is it? Is it a snowman? It look, everybody, it's a picture. Is it a snowman? I think it's a snowman.
Surrounded by snow.
I think it was a snowman. Oh god, I need to get inside. Do I dress heavy? I always regret wearing heavy coats because loot runs are limited. I'd rather deal with being cold, but then again, I play lower difficulties. I always dress heavy. In Interloper, you always wear the heaviest clothes you possibly can. It's just standard. Well, I mean, for me, it's how I play Interloper. It's a bear. Oh, it's a bear. Oh, okay. Well, I can't tell. It's drawn on the ground. Oh, well, see, I was looking at it upright, and I have to turn it that way. See, I have to turn it that way to make it a bear. Okay. It's a snowman with lots of arms and little legs that are poking out in the front. I don't know. I'm not an art critic, okay? Jeez Louise. Okay, I have 0 chance of making that fire. Actually, wait a second. We got warm temperature right here, right? We got warm temperature right here, right? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to take the fur limb. Well, it's still warm. We're just taking the fur limb. Oh, baby. Now, that's a fur limb. That fur limb I just broke down. That is a fur limb you cannot, I repeat, cannot take with a hacksaw. Well, while it's just one arrow down temps, we're doing that. Okay, now it went to 2 arrow. Okay, now it went to 2 arrow. Now we're going to go inside. Alright. Oh, stop being all shivery and chilly, girl. You are just fine. You are just fine and dandy. Alright. They need to add the Mountaineer boots as a rare find in Survivor. Those things are so good. Yeah, well, they've actually added, Riz, they've added a bunch of stuff to Interloper that are rare finds now. They've added a revolver in. They've also added a hunting knife in. Both of those items you can get in Hush River Valley as well as Milton. And that is an Interloper now. And those are items that are meant to be in the game. I've had people tell me, oh, no, they aren't meant to be in the game. Yes, they are. We have it on good authority that they are. So there are a few new items in the game that they've added in, which is awesome. Which is awesome. Well, let's just put it this way. One of the people who Uncle Trevor, I believe it's Uncle Trevor, who frequents our chat, he knows somebody that works at Hinterland, and he knows from them that he was told by them that yes, those are meant to be in the game. That those are an addition to the game, and they are meant to be in there. So, and this is just me going off of what he said that he heard from somebody who worked there. So it's not me saying it, but that's the information that we've gotten. So I'm saying that I'm pretty confident that they'll. I guess the ultimate will be we'll see what happens when the update comes out. When the update comes out, we'll see what happens. If they're removed, then we'll know that I was wrong. And if I was wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. I have nothing at stake in it. But Uncle Trevor, I believe it was Uncle Trevor. I want to say it was him. But basically, this person was saying that when the update came out, one of the people he knows at Hinterland that works there asked him specifically, hey, have you found anything interesting in Interloper that doesn't seem like it should belong? Basically telling him, yeah, this is supposed to be in the game. So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be in the game. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be in there. Besides, I put the bear meat too close to the door and I'm far too lazy to readjust it. Oh yeah, I wouldn't readjust it either. I'd be far too lazy as well, Zai. Far too lazy. So I'd say, Calvin, I'm 85% sure that they're supposed to be in the game. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be in the game at this point. Based on what I've heard. Based on what I've heard, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be in the game. But I could be wrong. And if I am, I am. I'm not, you know, like I said, I have no stake in it. It doesn't bother me if I'm wrong. If I am wrong, then I'm wrong. I mean, my last run, I actually got my firearm, my revolver skill to level 5. I actually went and recrafted ammo late in the game. I think it actually is fun because I can actually have a gun. It gives me a reason to go to Bleak Inlet, and it's fun. It's enjoyable to have a reason to go to Bleak Inlet. Because then I can go ahead and, you know, craft ammo, gather batteries, take lead there, you know, make sure I pick up the gunpowder items and take those there. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So, there's, as far as I know, there's like 3 different locations that the revolver can spawn in. One of them is guaranteed, because one of them is in Broken Railroad. There's a memento cache in the Bear's Cave that has a revolver and ammo in it. So that one is guaranteed. The other ones are not guaranteed. You can sometimes find it in the cave between Hat Creek and Marsh Ridge in Forlorn Muskeg. It'll sometimes be in there in a backpack. There is also a possibility of it spawning in Milton at the plane crash, where that little cave is, in a backpack as well. So those are the 3 spots I know of. One's guaranteed, the other 2 you get varying results in. The hunting knife, the only place I know of that spawns the hunting knife is in Hush River Valley, inside the ice cave that does not have the wolf in it. The one that you have to go through the waterfall to get into, it can spawn in there, and it usually, I believe, is on a dead body inside there. So, and that one is not, that one I've got every time I've gone to Hush River Valley. So. Just getting that cooking skill up, baby.
Place to rest.
We've got this cooking book to read here too. I'm just sharpening my tools up here while I do this, and then I'm gonna build the fire up a little bit because I don't want it to die. I've got enough fuel to do it. There we go. I'm gonna move my bedroll back just a little bit so I'm out of the cold for sure. Hey, you know, Zach is an awesome broadcaster. He is an awesome content creator for sure. Love me my Style Zach all day long and twice on Sundays, so. He does stream on here occasionally, yep. He does, as a matter of fact. Alright, let's get some rest. It'll probably get cold in the morning, but hopefully our fire will last through that. The fire's now out, and we just woke up. So that was perfect. That worked out Absolutely, mwah, chef's kiss. Chef's freaking kiss. Well, that's the fun part about streamers, is everybody's got their own style. My style is different than you know, Styles Axe is different than One and Only's. Everybody's got their own style and their own take on everything, which is always good. And you'll get different information from people too. Kira with the 19-month free sub. Thank you, Jira, for that. 19 months. Holy crap.
1711 just resubscribed for 19 months.
Come back here, bunny rabbit. I have weight. I can carry you out of here. Oh, there you are. Really? Poor little bunny. Poor little bunny Foo-Foo got caught in a corner and didn't know what to do. Now I feel bad because I killed little bunny Foo-Foo. And I'm going to skin him up right here. I'm going to use my hands because I just don't care. There we go. Perfect. Let's get a little bit of sleep here. I want to be completely rested. We climb up the rope. Yes, that was actually made for the channel by Miss Candela. Miss Candela actually created that for the channel. It was very super nice of her. Eat down these couple pieces of meat. Yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. All right, there we go. And let's head out. It's a little foggy out right now, but that's okay. Well, we should be fine. We should be fine and dandy. Then we're going to be switching over here pretty soon, boys and girls. I'm going to get back to the Carter Hydro Dam before, or actually back up the rope before we switch over games. But we got a couple other games planned for today. We got some Dyson Sphere program, our Alpha Andromeda, or Gamma Andromeda run coming up after this, and then we got some more Hogwarts. I'm level 37 now, I believe, in Hogwarts. We're getting close to endgame, boys and girls. Getting close to endgame. And we are mucho powerful. We are much more powerful than we ever have been before. The power flows through my veins. The magic is coursing through my body. And it's awesome. This map here is this right here is the ravine. We're in the ravine right now, only here for Stacy Plays. How you doing, only here for Stacy Plays? I heard they're talking about adding cougars. How frustrating is that going to be? You know, I think cougars is going to be... it depends on how they implement them. I think if they implement them right, it could be really well done, especially if they add a coat that is going to be a good coat that we can get from them. I think it'll be something that everybody will like a lot. Yeah, they can't be worse than Timberwolves. Can't be worse than Timberwolves, that's for sure. Timberwolves are the worst. Timberwolves are the worst. Hopefully some shirt and cedar. Oh, I'd love to have some shirt options. Yeah. Yep, I would love to have shirts, and I would love to have socks or something like that we can craft. That would be awesome. Shirts and undies. I don't know if they'll do it or not, but we'll see. I would like to see it, though. That'd be fun. That'd be really cool. By the way, I got my Atheenon shirt on today. Got the little Athpack member on the sleeve. Survival is where it's at on the back. My double-sided shirt. I love it. It's so soft and comfy. Yes, I'm talking about my merch, boys and girls. I gotta shill a little bit. I gotta shill a little bit. Go check out the merch, boys and girls. It's all up there. It's all good to go. I'm gonna be changing it up next quarter. So the merch is there now. Some of it will be going away very soon. Very soon. All right. So we're back here. We got our stuff. Let's drop our guts. There we go. Got our guts and our birch and more guts and our deer hide. Did I read this book yet? No, I have not. Not read that one yet. And I've got a couple rabbit hides. There we go. Well, we've also talked about how they need to give us accessory slots that we can use that don't take up a, basically accessory slots that are specific to areas. Like a head accessory, a torso accessory, a leg accessory, a feet accessory, and, well, not really a hands accessory, but, you know, have different accessory slots that you can utilize. Would be really super nice in game. That'd be really super nice in game. I would love if they did that. Does that say 69 on the bedroll? Oh, it's 89 on the bedroll. I was like, is that 60? I saw 69 for some reason. Like, what? Oh, now it's too dark to read? Okay. 69, dudes. I see 69 wherever I look, dudes. Hey! That's not where my mind is. Hey! Hey now. It is getting a little cold out there. Not gonna lie. We're just gonna sleep a little at a time, because that's safest. See, now it's -4. Now it's -3. Okay, it seems to be going down a little bit. So we're just gonna sleep a little bit at a time. When you're nervous about the temperatures, just don't sleep in long doses. You can sleep in general 2 to 3 hours, and even if you get cold, yeah, you'll probably get some hypothermia risk. You'll maybe lose some health, but you aren't gonna die. If you sleep for 10 hours and it gets cold, like your 3rd hour in, and you start losing health, it's gonna suck, and you'll probably die. No joke. There we go. Read our cooking book. What's our cooking skill at? Oh, wow, it's almost a 4 now. Nice. What's our mending skill at, I'm wondering? What's our archery skill at? Archery is at 2, almost a 3. Mending is at 2. We have 2 mending books to read now, which is awesome. Which is awesome. Alright, let's get an hour's sleep. And then I'm going to take a 2-minute break. Go use the potty real quick. When we come back, we're going to play some Dyson Sphere Program. If you've not ever seen Dyson Sphere Program before, I recommend hanging around and checking it out. It is a beautiful game. We're pretty far into our run of